Welcome to Kaumudy Global. India is one of the countries which has received severe wounds of terrorist attacks. Around 200 innocent people lost their lives in the Mumbai terror attack. 42 CRP soldiers died in the bomb blast in Pulwama. There have been several attacks on the border in Jammu and in army camps. The stated objective of the Pakistani terrorist organization Jaish-e-Mohammed is to plan terrorist attacks and acts of separatism in India. When India raises its voice against this in international forums, all the major countries of the world will say with one voice that everyone should unite to suppress the terrorist. But when it comes to the practical level, some leading countries take the stance of helping these terrorists. The latest example of this is clear from China's position in the UN Security Council. We have maintained our position that if China disturbs the peace and tranquility in border areas, it will impact our relationship. Our relationship is not normal. It cannot be normal as the border situation is not normal. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Friday said, "We have made substantial progress in pulling back from places where we were very close to the LOC, that is line of control," he added. About this, China on Saturday called for India to reiterate its support for the One China policy in the backdrop of the crisis in the Taiwan Strait, a day after New Delhi suggested that there was no need for any reiteration on it. The comments by Chinese Ambassador Sun Weidong came amid escalating tension between China and Taiwan following US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to the self-governing island last week. On the eastern Ladakh border standoff, the envoy said both sides should maintain dialogue and work for a mutually acceptable solution, even as he noted that Beijing will work hard to bring the bilateral ties back to the right track. In the Security Council, China blocked the joint demand of India and the United States to include Abdul Rauf Azhar, the deputy chief of the Pakistani terror organization Jaish-e-Mohammed and the brother of Jaish chief Masood Azhar on the global terror list. China objected to the proposal on the grounds that it needed more time to evaluate the case. Blaming China's move as a political stunt, India criticized it as a double standard. Rauf is the terrorist who hijacked IC-814 flight from India and landed it in Afghanistan in 1999 and negotiated with India to free his brother Masood Azhar from jail in India in exchange for the passengers. Apart from this, he was also behind the attack on Parliament. India approached the UN committee with evidence that his hands were behind the Pulwama and Pathankot attacks. Pakistan arrested him in 2019 and convicted him as a terrorist. Now there is no clear confirmation of the terrorist whereabouts. China's insistence that it has much to learn before placing such a notorious terrorist on the global terror list is another testament to the country's approach to supporting terrorists. 2 months ago, China also blocked the naming of Lashkar-e-Taiba's deputy chief Abdul Rahman Makki as a global terrorist. This position of China will only lead to further deterioration of relation with our India. During preparations for the 75th Independence Day celebrations, 4 soldiers were martyred in an ambush by Lashkar terrorists on an army camp in Jammu and Kashmir. This incident raises that the suspicion that China, like Pakistan, is playing a role in stirring up terrorists against India. China should not lose sight of the historical lesson that any country that harbors terrorists has suffered the consequences. I am Shreya signing off. If you liked the video, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates.